And it goes a little something like
Sorry about that there wasn't a video last week. Everything was just, well, we had the Foley be born and then so much happened. It just left me no time and no emotional space to film. So I am very sorry that we missed last week's video. Now I wanted to share with you a few updates on Foley because we had a few little snags in the road. Not big ones, but enough to put us back. Today actually, I'll put a clip in now whilst I'm explaining. She had to have a lateral extension on her right hind foot to stop it twisting. But with that put on, she should start really strengthening up and walking straight. I mean, it had been improving on its own, but we want to give her the best chance possible. And if the vets recommended that, then the farrier and everyone, we sort of all came together with the decision that that was what we were going to do. The little boot on her foot has to be renewed every 3 weeks or checked every 3 weeks, obviously with the different growth of her foot and her leg and how it's changing, whether it needs less lateral extension. But everything is looking very positive. She's very gorgeous. So that's Bootsy's update. Harley had some physio today while she was sedated, just so that Rachel, the physio, could get right into any of her sore areas after having Foal. She's been very guarded of her body. I actually had my first sort of, not training, but like first sort of having a go at working with Foal, and obviously we're limited to what we can do because of the leg. If I can use my hand and get a feel on the nose without touching her, just seeing if she can follow that sort of from here, my hand. It's very hard to explain unless you felt it. And then eventually we put just a single rope around her neck and I held the two ends and just asked her if she can think about flexing this way just from a feel from her neck, and she got it really, really well. Because we have been practicing it with her head collar. I don't know if I'm the only one that does this, but whenever I take a horse's head collar off, I always run it down the neck afterwards and ask them to flex towards me. Then you sort of get rid of that tendency to take the head collar off and then go. That is basically all you need to know so far. There isn't really that much to catch everyone up on. She's doing well. I have a few questions to answer from everyone. Some about Foal, some not about Foal. So I'm going to answer the ones about Foley first. The first question I'm going to answer is, am I keeping Foley? Am I keeping Bootsy? And the answer to that is 100% yes. She is never going anywhere by choice. She's never, because I love her. The next question is, what discipline do I want to do with her? Now, the idea is that she's going to be like her dad and her mum and be a quite neat little show jumper. But I would also love to have the dressage established, because that kind of weighs hand in hand. But definitely show jumping is my main idea with her. My next question is, how long have you ridden? I have been riding since I was 6, so I'm now 17 nearly. 11 years, I've been riding for 11 years. But I didn't get my first pony till I was 8. Favourite memory with horses? My favourite memory would probably be taking Pumpkin cross country for the last time. That was obviously not intentionally the last time, but that was probably one of my favourite memories, just having the best fun. Just, oh, it's amazing. The most challenging thing about having horses, vet bills is probably one of the biggest things. Just the cost of keeping them in general, having to say goodbye to them even when like the time's not right or it's not what you wanted. Would have been losing Pumpkin the most challenging thing. At the moment, it's not riding as much as I would love to. It's the most challenging thing. Things don't always go as you think they will or have a plan to. Favourite thing about horses? That would probably be, especially with Harley and will be with Bootsy eventually, connection that I have with her and how in tune she is to how I'm feeling and how in tune I am to how she's feeling, and just that really strong sort of bond between us. I think that's my favourite thing, and playing at liberty with her. My favourite horse movie. I'm going to say it because at the moment I've been thinking about watching it a lot. My favourite horse movie is probably Black Beauty, the original one. The reason I've been thinking about it is because like those scenes where you see Black Beauty growing up from a baby, and when he loses his baby fur and having a bit in for the first time in the saddle, and I just think all of that is to come, and how I really just want to watch it because I feel like I should do a video like that for Bootsy. So that is my favourite horse movie. most important thing I've learnt from horses is actually how to regulate my own emotions. That sounds so strange, but especially working with a really sensitive horse like Harley, learning how to regulate yourself, and you have to be very conscious about what you're feeling, whereas I think most of the time we could be feeling worried about something and not realise as such. We don't actually address the fact, oh, I'm feeling worried. Whereas with horses it's very much, oh, I'm feeling a bit anxious, so I need to clear my mind and concentrate on the horse. And also that has helped pick up on how other people are feeling towards me, which sometimes is a very difficult thing, because someone could be telling you how they're doing or telling you something, and actually you're like, I don't believe that because I'm getting a completely different feeling. Anyway, it's made me very aware of people's energies and people's feelings. Very, very interesting thing to go into. Unique horse. The most unique horse I have had will be Harley. I just don't think you get any more unique than that. She just special in more than one way. I love her. How she is with Bootsy, she's brilliant. She's different, and I love her. The scariest moment will definitely again be the accident. That was probably one of the scariest moments. And also recently my scariest moment would have been Bootsy not feeding. She didn't have her first milk. And I think that was a very, very scary moment, because they say they should have it within the first 2 hours, and she actually nearly went 6 hours without it. So that was actually quite a scary thing for me. And my favourite thing to do, if I could, it would be show jumping. I love show jumping so much, but I have found almost more important things to me than just going out and jumping a course of jumps. I feel like, for me at the moment, the most important thing I have is the bond I have with Harley. I don't feel like I need to prove it to anyone, whereas when I used to go out show jumping, what does it actually prove? Unless you're right up there jumping the big, big jumps and you're winning uber lots of money. I don't know. Just a question for you all. I've had to think about it a lot because I used to miss it so much, and then I thought back, well, what am I actually missing? And for me, it was the thrill of going in there and coming out and being so pleased with my pony and myself and how we've done. But actually, going in and doing a session of Liberty with Harley and coming back out gave me exactly the same sort of thrill. So they sort of balance themselves out, show jumping and Liberty. And out of the two of them, I think Liberty is much personal, and I love that. I really love that. They are the questions. If you have any more questions, please let me know. I am more than happy to answer all of them, and especially now that Foal's here, there is nothing that... I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe, like, and do all of that jazz so I can continue making videos, because I love making videos. I just wish I could do it as a full-time thing, but I need everyone's help to do that. So yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.